Hello, my dear students. Good morning to all of you. Today, our lecture's theme is the main topic is going to be feminist approach and gender nature of international system, and this theory given by Cynthia Inloy, uh, American feminist. Um, so first, we are going to discuss in this very important lecture what exactly we mean, by gender, or what exactly we mean by gender, what exactly we mean by feminism. That is going to be very important part of the discussion. So let's first define what actually we mean by this feminism. Feminism is fundamentally rooted in an analysis of global subordination of women, which can occur economically, politically, physically, and socially. It is dedicated to its elimination. So it is very clear from this definition what exactly we are getting out of this definition. The main concern, the crux of the matter is that the feminism is a global phenomenon. It is happening all over the globe. That means the gender discrimination or the subordination of women is happening all over the globe. So when we are talking about feminism, what we mean by it exactly, it means that we are trying to analyze the fundamental roots of the global subordination of women, which is occurring at different levels in different walks of life, whether it is a economic field, or it is a political field, or physically they are assaulted, they are abused, and socially we think that they are socially inferior. For example, when we are talking about the masculinity, that means the male section, that we say that they are rational, they are autonomous, and they can do whatever they want. But when we are using this term for women in general, then we believe that women are they are not rational, they are irrational, or we have this prejudice, or we have this misunderstanding, or we have this wrong mindset. We are thinking wrongly about women, that they are inferior races, or they are not rational, they are irrational, or we think that we can understand them only in relation to with others. They are, so that is not something we have to debate, and we have to make a discourse. And when we talk about the gender is a very broad term. It cannot it is a very contested term or issue. It cannot be only used for women, but it can be used also for different sexes. For example, it can be used for transgenders. It can be used for lesbians. It can be used heterosexuals. It has a broad connotation and broad meaning. So feminism, from the perspective of global perspective, what we understand that it is a global phenomena, and by this global phenomena, we want to understand the subordination of women, that how women is being subordinated, and how women is being, we think that women is not a superior race, and there is a lot of discrimination going on, starting from the family level up to many levels, and it can be the political level, economic level, physical level, or social level. All everywhere we see the same situation happening or occurring, and therefore, what we believe that this feminism is going to be a very strong approach, that we are going to talk about the to free women from all sort of discrimination, and we have to talk about the women rights, and we have to stop any kind of violence or any kind of injustice against women, and that is the very bottom line, and that is the very primary objective of the feminism theory. But here I am also going to talk about about Cynthia Inloy. When we talk about the gender at global level, what we want to understand, that is Cynthia Inloy wants to understand where or the woman. This is a very important question posed by Cynthia Inloy, who is a very prominent feminist theorist and thinker, an American thinker, American feminist scholar, and she says that she poses a very important question: where are the women? Or in other words, if I put it, does women matter? So this is a very important question in the context of international politics or international relations or global politics, that why we are not allowing women to be the part and parcel of the debates in and diplomatic matters or in foreign affairs, why we are also depriving them in our subject matter, that is international relations, which I am teaching all of my students. So where are the women in international relations, when it comes to the diplomacy, when it comes to the issues of war and peace, when it comes to the issues of debate and discussion on international issues? So why women is also why we found this patriarchy also in international politics or in global politics, and that is something which is a very a prominent contribution of Cynthia Ingoy, and all the including all the feminist scholars. They are working, they are striving for that women should be liberated, emancipated from all sort of injustices which is happening in political field, in economic field. For example, they are not getting the jobs as the men are getting from political field. What we believe that when it comes to the political representation, still there is a lot of denial. When we starting from all the countries all over the globe, what we see, the percentage of women is minimal when we compare, when we juxtapose with the percentage of men in parliaments, in assemblies, and in all over the globe. And this situation is somehow, in some countries it could be better, but almost it is still the woman has not gotten their due rights. So I think from that perspective, if we are discussing where are the women in international politics, is a very important question. And also when we are asking a question, what does women matter? Of course women matters. When it is not when we see the patriarchy is prevalent at family level, then we go outside the family, we found patriarchy in our different corporations, organizations, and everywhere we see the similar kind of situation happening with women, and that is something we have to we have to talk about. And that's why the Cynthia Ingoy made a sense in international politics, that why women is still denied, why they are not there is also a patriarchy in international relation, that it is also a dominated this subject matter or this international relation is still dominated by men. Women are not provided the chances to be the part of diplomats, or their presence is not as compared to the presence of men in international relations, when it comes to the issues of war and peace, when it comes to the diplomacy, when it comes to the foreign affairs, and when it comes to the plethora of issues. Still, when it comes to the mentoring and teaching international politics as a subject matter, so they are still deprived. And that is really a very important question posed by Cynthia Ingoy. And Cynthia Ingoy has talked about that there is a militarization process at every stage. What we see, there is a lot of discrimination occurring or happening when it comes to the women's rights. So I think this is a very important question posed by Cynthia Ingoy, trying to make it very clear that why women matter, what are the important rights when it comes to the international relations or global affairs or international politics. So therefore we can say she has made a very important contribution when it comes to the women rights, and trying to make a sense that international politics should also be the the domain of our women, and they should also play a very important role. And I think let me just stop it here and see you in next lecture. Thank you so much.